Hello and welcome to episode 1 of my playthrough of FTB's Plexiglass Mountain. As you can see, things are looking different, because for you guys it's episode 1, but for me it's technically episode 3 of what I've recorded. Well, I guess 2. I have episode 0 then episode 1, which I did record, but me being the intelligent person that I am, I didn't realize that my mic was disconnected. So I have no audio for my last half an hour of the playthrough. I didn't really make a whole lot of progress, which I'm kind of glad about. This little hut I got from, it was one of the items we started with. If I can find it, it is here somewhere. It's this little deployed, the capsule starter house. I just placed that down. Obviously went underground and recovered my stuff from my dead body. We came back up, we got started with Tinker's Construct. Just very basic. The only thing I really made was an iron pickaxe. I did process some of my iron ingots into armor and stuff, and that's pretty much all we did. It wasn't anything too crazy. Realistically, I wasn't too happy with the episode just because it is Tinker's Constructor. We've done that before in the past. Actually, I think the same thing happened in the last series, didn't it? Where I lost that recording. I think it was actually the same issue twice in a row where like my mic was just not connected and like I lost the data for that episode, which is kind of sucky, but at the same time, it's like, whatever, we can deal with it. But anyways, let's keep going with our little playthrough here. I'm just going to make one little thing here while we are standing around. Going to make myself a parts chest. Ooh, is that made different now? How are you made now? Ooh, okay, you require sticks and stuff. That can go up there because I don't need that anymore and I don't need those. Cool. I decided at the end of the last episode that I recorded myself that we're going to get into some Ars Nouveau. I'm going to get into some magic really early because I want to play with magic. We didn't really get to do it in the previous series. And I kind of wanted to play with it. It was one that I had like in the back of my mind that I wanted to play with while we were doing things, but I guess we never really got around to it. So we may as well do it this series and get into it kind of early, since it is pretty much like, from what I know, it's a mod that you can kind of get started in right from the get-go. And it's not too crazy with requirements at the start, as far as I know, but hey, I know nothing, so don't listen to me. Let's kind of read the book and figure out what we have to do. Alright, obviously, yeah, we have the Akashic Tome. War Notebook is here. For some reason, the GUI isn't working for it, but hey, we can live with it. Bang. Ars Nouveau, the War Notebook, 1st edition. Ars Nouveau provides spellcrafting, magical devices, powerful trinkets, and magical entity automation to help development or report issues, blah, blah, blah. Cool, whatever. Getting started. An introduction to Ars Nouveau. It is recommended to follow each section in order. Okay, so I imagine this is our first chapter, or our first thing. This is the order we want to get in. Oh, this is a lot of reading. I need to make a book. Do I have any leather? We have requirements already. I don't have any paper, and I don't have any leather. So I think, well, seeing as the first thing we're going to want to make is going to be this another spell book anyway. We're going to want to get a bunch of iron as well. Well, good thing we have iron. I can do that. That's done pretty much. We can make iron tools with that bad boy. Once that finishes, I'm going to need to get sugarcane and some leather from cows. Do we have carry on as a mod on this? No. Okay, do we have any way that I can transport mobs really easily? Mobile beacon shell. I have no idea what this is. Diamond mob catcher. Netherite mob catcher. That would be kind of cool, but I don't have diamonds or anything. Attack up well, I guess we have to find a cow. I'm pretty sure we saw some in episode 0, didn't we? That we walked past. I didn't kill it as far as I'm aware. There's pigs, chickens, there we are. There's 4 cows over there. I can go kill 2 of them. Because we're going to need leather, apparently. I wasn't paying attention. But we have some stuff. It's early days, right? It's first episode of the series. We're still getting there. We have a better foothold than I did in episode 0. Again, if you didn't watch that one, it's not really all that important. Nothing really happened. It's more so for people who have stuck around and were wondering why the heck I disappeared for like a week or 2 there. And you had 0 content from me after posting for like daily for like a couple months there. But yeah, so we're kind of getting into it. We're figuring out what we have in the way of this mod pack. We're already running into the issue that we're running out of food, but I don't really want to eat these pies, seeing as we're getting mana from them. But whatever, see, we're getting mana regeneration, but we're not using any mana, which is frustrating to me. That's why we're getting into Ars Nouveau. 1, bang. Damn it, didn't drop leather. What about you? Yeah, okay, there we go. Cool. We got leather. And conveniently, we have a river over here. And rivers, as we all know, have sugarcane on it. Because logic. Oh, we got mushrooms as well. Beautiful. There's 2... Oh, there's a bunch of sugarcane around here. Lovely. And a dark oak forest. Let's grab that. I think that's all we need for now. We should be able to get into Ars Nouveau pretty quickly, hopefully. And let me know. I'm going to do the reading on camera this time for this mod. But I think in upcoming episodes when I'm playing with mods that I don't know, I'm going to do the reading off camera and then come back and kind of explain what I figured out from it in like layman's terms. But then again, if you want me to read it on camera, I can also do that. So make sure, or you guys let me know down below, because it can go both ways. It doesn't really bother me one way or another, because either way I'm going to be reading it. It's just one of them I'm going to be reading out loud versus sitting here silently for like a couple minutes while I'm recording, but not that it really makes a huge difference to you guys. But because we're playing with mods that I don't know, I obviously need to read the books. And since the FTB guys were kind enough to give us the Akashic Tome with all the books in it, we are definitely going to make use of that. And of course the skeletons. That's another thing I need to make actually, now that I think of it, is a shield. A shield is not going to be a bad idea since we're playing on hard and we have these boss mobs, thing mod, whatever it's called. So let's do that. Do I have any more wood? I have 1 plank there. I have no wood. Okay, we're not going to make a shield. Let's sleep then. And they can burn up while we're safe in our little hut. Alright, so, paver. The rest of my sugarcane can go away. We're going to be smart with that. Bang, we got our book. Leather can go away. So we need an axe, a sword, a shovel, and a pickaxe. Axe and shovel. I don't have any sticks. Axe, shovel. Bang. Pickaxe. Ooh, we have just the right amount of stuff. That. And now I can make... Hopefully this is shapeless. Indeed it is. Now we have the Novice Spellbook. Alright, let's do the reading, since we kind of skipped it before. Let me just take a sip of water and cough, because I'm still a little bit sick. But, hold on, give me a second. Again, if you guys hear me sniffling and stuff in these early episodes, I do apologize. Like I said, I'm still recovering from this cold that I have, and it's been kind of annoying. That's why my voice is also going to be sounding kind of different. It's, been super annoying, but whatever. We take it in stride and we deal with it, hey? To begin spellcasting, you will need to first obtain a spellbook. A spellbook will allow you to create, store, and cast spells using mana. A higher tier spellbook will provide additional spell slots, allowing you to craft more complex spells. To craft your first spell, you must first select the form that the spell will take on. A form glyph must always be the first glyph in a spell recipe. Next, add any number of effects to the chain. Effects refer to what the spell will do, and they will resolve in order that they are placed in the book at the target or location the spell hits. An augment can be used to modify the way an effect or form behaves. Augments may be placed after an effect or form. An augment will only apply to the glyph to the left of it. Multiple augments may also be applied on the same effect or form by chaining augments together. If you would like to set a spell to a different tab, select the tab from the right side and repeat the above process. Several key bindings are provided for using the spellbook. Opening the spellbook is C, quick select V, next spell is X, and there is no hotkey for previous spell. Alright, so right clicking does nothing, obviously, because I think that's going to be casting. So C to open it. I think we have up to 10 slots for having different thingies, documentation, color picker, purple, very deep purple, no, like very deep purple. This is my favorite purple of all time. Let's go. Familiars. Oh, we can have familiars and stuff as well. Sounds. Sure. Whoop. We can change the sound that our spells make. That's kind of cool. Settings for dynamic lighting. Dynamic lights will be turned on. No RAM allocation, unexpected results, will performance mods like... we'll leave it off. Oh, we don't have Optimize installed, but whatever. Okay, so we made the notebook. Let's go back. Spell mana. Let's keep reading the book and just kind of figuring out what we're up to, hey? Spell mana is used to cast spells with a spell book. The maximum amount of mana and the speed at which it regenerates may be increased by wearing special mage armor or by applying the mana boost or mana regen enchantments on your gear. Additionally, you will gain bonus mana and regeneration for each glyph unlocked in your spellbook. Adding glyphs to your spellbook will also increase your maximum amount of mana and mana regeneration. This bonus also scales with the tier of your spellbook. Oh shit, okay, there's a lot to read here. Obtaining source gems. To obtain source gems, you must first build an imbuement chamber. An imbuement chamber imbues items inside it with source, and will convert them to a new item. To obtain a source gem, place an amethyst or lapis inside your imbuement chamber and wait. Imbuement chambers will consume source from nearby source jars to speed up any crafting. A dowsing rod can be used for finding budding amethyst early. A dowsing rod. A dowsing rod provides the user a short duration of scrying for budding amethyst and magic find, which will cause magical creatures to glow within 75 blocks of you. The dowsing rod has a limited amount of uses. So we are going to need amethyst for this, that's fine. Source. What is source? Source is a special resource that must be gathered using devices in the world. Source is used for powering devices like imbuement chamber and enchanting apparatus. To begin gathering source, you will need a source jar and a source link. Okay, a source jar. We're doing lots of reading today, guys. I do apologize. But hey, some people like this stuff. Source jars store source gathered from nearby source links. Source is used in glyphs and rituals by powering devices like the imbuement chamber and enchanting apparatus. Source may be moved using a bucket, or the jar can be picked up and moved to use source in it. Can be picked up and moved. To use source in a jar, simply place the jar near your desired device. Source jars will provide a signal to redstone comparators based on their fill level. Agronomic source link. The agronomic source link generates source from nearby crop and tree growths. Oh, that's cool. Bonus mana is generated from magical plants such as mage blooms, sourceberry bushes, and archwood saplings. Source will be output from the source link to nearby jars within 5 blocks. Note, bone mealing crops will not grant source. That's kind of cool. So to get into this rest of the stuff, I think we need to do some advancement in the mod, since we need gold and stuff, which I just haven't done. Remember, this is like super early days, right? We've done some mining, but the mining that I did was only to the level to regain my body from the death in episode 0. So we really haven't gotten all that far. So what we're going to do instead is actually I want to play around with glyphs. So form and then effect. Projectile self touch. Yeah. Okay, so if I go projectile harm, and then I can go name this kill things. I can probably do multiple harm, hey. Hold shift. Oh, and we can read what it does. Scores elemental earth. As well, you start with damage as a target may be increased by amplify or apply the poison debuff when using extended time. Note, multiple harms without a delay will not apply due to invincibility on a hit. So does that mean I'm not allowed to do multiple levels of harm? Probably. So let's get rid of those, and we'll make that as a spell. And that's set to number 1 is kill things. So then I can go to number 2. I imagine these are just kind of the things, right? So like projectile obviously makes a projectile. Self means we're going to cast it on ourselves. And then touch apply a spell to block our entity that is targeted. Cool. So let's go touch and then break. And we call this break things. I am extremely creative, am I not? So now we're on break things, right? And then it's just right click to use. Oh, that's actually like kind of crazy quick. Oh, I ran out of mana like immediately, but that's kind of nice. Okay, then what was it? V? Oh, cool. V brings up my it's like a spell thingy. Kill things. What's something I can damage? Where's a sheep? I apologize. Now, is this have drop or is it just like not hit scan? It's just a very slow projectile though, Jesus. Hold up, let's get up closer. It doesn't take a lot of mana though to do this. Let's do some testing though. Sheep. Oh, it does like half a heart. Pfft. Okay, who needs a sword? That does crits without like me actually having to do anything? Done. Oh, this might actually be a good test as well. Let's go V. No, not V, C. Whoops, C. I'm going to make a third spell. We're going to do projectile and break. I'm going to call this long break. Because like I said, I am very creative. And because like we have all this like floating stuff, right? Like all these floating tree logs because the lava burnt down half the forest. Can I break these without having to climb up? Did this just make harvesting trees way easier? Yes, it did. Okay, what's the max range? I think it just keeps going. That's kind of big. This mod is cool. Why have I never played with this before? Alright. Well, this is how I'm going to harvest trees from now on. Especially this early when I don't have anything that like just breaks them. But like all these floating stuff, I can break it like this. And I just got to wait for mana to come back. Dunk. How nice is that? I don't have to block up to get there. Nice. Okay, if I go C again. Okay, we have to press escape to do that. That's the only glyphs that we have. How do we get more glyphs? We can do more reading. But let's get inside and sleep before we do that. This mod is cool though. It's very simple. Okay, let's read. New glyphs. Accessing new spells will require a small amount of setup, resources, and base building. New spells can be learned by obtaining glyphs. Glyphs are created using the scribes table with experience and items. Once you have obtained a glyph, simply use it to memorize the glyph. See the section on scribes table for more information. The scribes table. To craft new glyphs, use a spell book on the table to open the codex. Each glyph requires a set of items and experience points to unlock. Select a glyph by clicking on it in the menu and hit select. Throw the items onto the table as rendered above, and the table will scribe a new glyph. The table will also pull items from nearby inventories. You may also write a specific spell to spell parchment or enchanter's items. To do this, place a spell parchment on the table. Then with the spellbook in hand, change your spellbook to your desired spell as if you were going to cast it. Then use the book on the table while sneaking. Your item will now contain the spell. Okay, so we need to do some exploration because we need archwood logs and obviously archwood slabs. The spell parchments we don't really care about. At least not yet. But we definitely want new glyphs. So we need to find archwood. I'm pretty sure I can just find this pretty easily, just like on the map. Hey, looking for a grey tree. Magenta wool. Lavender field. Why is there magenta wool in a lavender field? Okay, so we're gonna have to do runewood leaves. Aha, cascading archwood leaves. Cool. Just to our southeast. Beautiful. Let's go grab that real quick. Southeast. I'm heading the wrong way. This way. And then I imagine this drops saplings and stuff, right? That we can then grow and then get stuff from that. And then we can make a source jar. I need to do mining then. I need gold. I need a bunch of stuff. But we can deal with that as time comes. I'm just having fun with this mod. This is so cool. It's so simple yet like so like satisfying for some reason. Long break. Do I want long break? Probably not. Let's go to break things. If you guys have better names for for my spells, please send them my way, because this is like, it's descriptive. At least I know what they do, but they're not very creative. So I could use an axe and be boring, but why do that when I can stand here and just right click and break things instantly until I run out of mana? God, it does use a lot of mana though. Especially when this tree is so big. Okay, let's use the axe while my mana regens, and then once my mana is regenerated, we can switch back and do it even faster. And the beauty of it is, I'm not going to have to block up there to get it, because I'll just use long break. Ready? Let's go to long break. And normally I'd be like placing logs underneath me and stuff to get to those, but hey, why do that when we can use magic? But let's actually just get all the ones that I can reach first and not waste mana, since we don't really have a large pool of it yet. Bang. Nice. Nice, nice. 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, and we get the saplings as well. Beautiful. Alright, I hope we can use this for the crafting that we want to do. Whoops. What is that thing? Is that the magenta wool thing I was looking at earlier? Let's go explore. Or is that the lavender tree? Oh, there's the vexing archwood. I found that. Why do I not see this purple thing on the map? Is that just a different type of tree? Yeah, it is blossom leaves. Okay, no, never mind. We're fine. Let's head back to the base then. That's just gonna be running. We'll come back once I'm there. Ooh, never mind. What's this thing? Oh, it's a well. Oh, lapis. Nice. Don't mind if I do. I'll take some random ores that exist inside the world for some reason. Where's my house? Is back over this way, isn't it? Oh, actually, we have my iron pickaxe now. I can collect that redstone that's for free. Yoink, don't mind if I do. Alright, let's go back here. I have to open the book up again and see what the heck that thing was called. It's called a scribe's table. We're just going to press A on that. That'll add it to our wish list over there. And then once I go here to this, I'm going to make planks. I'm going to turn those planks into slabs because I know we're going to need it. And I should have everything else there. Beautiful. Now you take up 2 spaces. So what if I just break this? How do you want to place? Bang. There we go. Okay, you have to right click on it with your book. I was like right clicking it with this. I was just like, why isn't it working? All right, bang. Oh, there's lots of things. Underfoot. Targets a spell on the block underneath the player. Orbit. Summons 3 orbiting projectiles around the caster that will cast a spell on any entities that may hit. Additional projectiles and their speed, radius, duration may be augmented. That's kind of cool. Oh, okay, we have all these different tiers available, right? Required levels 10. Tier 2, tier 1. I imagine we're not allowed to get anything above tier 1, seeing as we only have the apprentice book. So let's go, like, if I try to get that. Oh, what do you need? You need that thing. Maybe not. Maybe it does just let us do it. It's the water breathing buff. That's kind of nice. Let's have a look. Let's read here what we want to make. Conjure Mage Light. Levels 3 levels required. Requires a torch and a lantern. And we can make lights. Delay, dispel, evaporate, freeze, launch. What's launch do? Launches an entity and block into the air. Can be used for large jumps or for scaling mountains. Item pickup, interact, ignite, harvest, leap. Leap is kind of cool. Place block, pull, redstone signal, rune. Snare, toss, summon wolves. Oh man, that would be awesome. Summon steed. Oh, that's even cooler. Alright, let's say we want... I don't have 4 leather, damn it. Okay, let's go to Conjure Mage Light, because it's like, seems basic enough. So I'm going to select that. I need to give it 1 torch and a lantern. I should have the iron to make the lantern. If I remember how to make it. Bang. So just that and a torch. So I go here and then throw that on the table and that on the table. Nice. Oh, no, you already used my thingy. It drops the glyph to me, and then I right click, unlocked Conjure Mage Light. So then I want to hit C. And let's make this a projectile Conjure Mage Light. Let's call this Let There Be Light. Bang. And so now instead of torches, let's go find a cave. Aquamarine ore from Hearthstone. So let's pick up this while we're here. And then we can deal with figuring out what the heck that is, but that's not what I want to do right now. Yeah, we have a dark area. Conjure Mage Light. Nice. Who needs torches now? And I just break it by punching. That's so cool. Doesn't actually use a whole lot of mana either. Now, do these last forever? Let's have a look. Not B, I want to press C. Cast on a block, a permanent light source is created, may be amplified up to glowstone brightness or dampened for a lower light level. When cast on yourself, you receive night vision. When cast on other entities, they will receive night vision and glowing. Alright, so I think I want to get amplify, because I want this thing to be as bright as possible, I think, but I now no longer need torches when I'm exploring underground. How nice is that? Cool. Well, we are on my recording end. We're hitting 30 minutes, which means this episode is probably closer to about 27, 28 minutes. So I think I'm going to call it there. That's kind of cool. Since I'm already down here, I think I am going to continue to do some mining off camera and just kind of get us to a spot where I can actually come back and play with this a bit more, because we're going to need several things that we just don't have access to at the moment. So I'm going to need to go underground pretty deep and get me some gold, since we have none, and I want to make that source jar thingy and play around with that. And yeah, we'll come back next episode, probably... What day is it today? Today is Friday for me. I generally take the weekends off. So from when this episode posts, we'll see you back in 2 days for another episode of Minecraft. I will probably upload Factorio in the meantime. So by all means, check that out. It's if you guys play Minecraft and you're into all this automation stuff and you haven't seen Factorio, I highly, highly recommend it, because that game is like silly amounts of fun for like people who are like nerds on automation and stuff like that. I'm not gonna lie. It is a game that you will play it for 5 minutes and then realize it's 6 in the morning and be like, where did all my time go? But yeah, anyways, anyone who's still watching, thanks for watching, and we'll see you all on the next one. Peace.